Hello everyone, Mike Adams here with Audacity Bootcamp. Hey, in this video, I want to talk to you about a new feature within Audacity 3.0.0 called Project Backups. So let's get started. Audacity version 3.0.0 gives you the ability to back up your projects. Let me show you how it works and talk a little bit about the function of project backups within Audacity 3.0.0. In this screen that I've got open before us here, you'll see that I've got this project on the left side that I've been working on, and it's called Loudness and Volume. On the right side, I've got that project highlighted in my Finder window on my Mac, and so I can see that it's a .aup3 extension on that file. The file right below it, of course, is the temporary file that Audacity uses while I'm editing. As soon as I'm done editing and I close out the file, that temporary file goes away. In a previous video, I talked about that already, so if you haven't seen that video yet, you might want to go take a look at it as well. But the project backup is something that's new in Audacity 3.0.0, and it's a really good tool. So with my left window active and highlighted here, if I go into File drop-down window, I go to my Save Project, you'll see here that there's a new feature. It's called Backup Project. That wasn't there prior to 3.0.0. If I go into my Backup Project window, it gives me the ability to make a backup copy of the project that I'm working on right now. And what this does, it allows me to take a snapshot of what I'm doing in order to preserve it. In other words, let me give you one possible scenario. Let's say you're working on a project and you're basically done with it, or you are done with it, but you want to experiment with some new features, but you don't want to experiment with some new features on the existing project. You want to leave it untouched. Well, you can do a backup of that project right here, and then you can continue your work on the original project, leaving the backup alone. The backup is a snapshot. It's a snapshot of the moment in time when you save that project. It's got all the same information in it. It's got all the progress that you've made in editing and creating your project in it. But it gives you the flexibility and the ability to move ahead and do other things on your file without affecting the backup copy. So this is important here. I don't want to name this the same thing. It's going to actually go in the same folder that I've got here, so I don't want to name it the same thing. It'll ask me to overwrite it. So I'm going to call it Loudness and Volume. Let's call it Loudness and Volume Backup. How's that? That's catchy. Loudness and Volume Backup. And when I save this, let me move this down a little bit. When I save this, you'll see that up here, it's going to write this file into my file structure because I'm saving it in the same folder. So I'm going to click Save right now. And there's my file that I just saved, the Loudness and Volume Backup.aup3. Now, if I continue to work on the file that I've got open here on the left side, it is this file right here. It's not the backup file anymore. It's still this file. Remember, the backup file is just a snapshot. It's a snapshot of the moment in time when I save it. And so I'm still working on the .aup3 file, the Loudness and Volume.aup3 file. I'm not working on the backup file. I just made a backup of it. So this is a safety valve for you. It's kind of a safety net in case you make a mistake moving ahead and you want to go back and grab what you had before. So this is a new feature within Audacity 3.0.0. It's a very valuable feature. It's a very good feature. And I hope that it helps you out. And I hope that this video was beneficial for you. Until next time, take care.